Just bear with me, sorry, this is the first time I'm streaming both to Twitch and to YouTube Gaming, so just type something in chat, please. I want to see if it shows up. I want to see if my restream is actually working. Oh, sweet. Looks like it's working. Now, Twitch chat test. Aha! Great success. Oh, let's get busy. Just gonna see if it's. I want to see how long it's gonna go. Yeah, so it goes all the way across to the Dardanelike. Aha! That's better. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Good tune. So check my audio levels. Test audio levels. Looks good. I have combined the chats. It's so YouTube and Twitch people are going to share the same text box here, hopefully, if it all works properly. It's going to take some tweaking, but yeah, pretty cool. Welcome, YouTube viewers. One last thing. Let's make sure everything is working. It looks good. I can only see the actual Twitch chat messages. Wait a second. Aha! That's what I want to see. There we go. So now that is showing test to both. So now that should go through to both. Yes. Huh. Technology. Amazing shit. Okay, good. I think we're good to go. All right, welcome back, friends. It's the Crows. Lindwurm hype. It is Thursday the 19th. The Lindwurm patch just downloaded this morning, I think. Yep. So we'll have to keep our eyes open, see what we can find. I think as soon as I run into one, I'm gonna just try fight it just to see how strong it is. I want to get an idea of how powerful it's gonna be. Just be warned though that. Actually, wait, maybe not. Oh, God. I just worry that, like, if I check out how strong it is, it's easily going to wreck at least one person. And I don't want any of you brave souls to die to a Lindwurm, but let's think of it as a science experiment. We got to know. We've got to know what it's like. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to get our asses kicked by it. And at least one person will die horribly. It'll be in the name of science, though, so... Even duck yours? I am, Sir Audi. I sure am. Oh God. Yeah, the recent luck's not been great. It's been really hard. This was a nice little mission. 230 gold. We needed to get down here anyway. And a neat little profit off of those dyes. What is the fishing net situation? I've only got 2 of them, that's no bueno. I haven't met the worm yet, I've literally just loaded into the game. That's a tempting little purchase, that. 80 armor, we've got 1,000 gold. Wait, I'll tell you what, let's... Do I spend that? You know what, I don't. Let's bear in mind that I need to proactively save up 2,000 gold. Okay, Graffin Evan, what you got for us? Oh, and this is the first evening that I'm streaming through Restream, which is going to Twitch Gaming, Twitch site, and to YouTube Gaming. So, yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any issues, just let me know, please. But doesn't go to any viewers yet. Alright. Ever lost something you loved? Yep. Woman stole my demonic statuette. What's it worth to you? 580. Yes, pay us more. I accept. Follow the tracks. It's a 2 skull. Just make sure no one's hurt. What's the armor situation? Fully repaired. God, I've forgotten how weak these guys on the back actually are and don't have like any weapons and any armor. Oh my word. And look at Mazuma with a partly collapsed lung. That actually reminds me of one other thing. So it's very gratifying to see how keen you guys are to get involved. I'm doing good, Ruffle. Thanks very much, my man. Work is busting my balls, but anyway. So here's the list. And as you can see how many have been scratched off. A lot of people are dying. The point is, let's just count. So I think Anders the Proud was the most recent person I added. There's C, there's Jeb, Bacausis, Wanderjaw. No, so Anders is next. Then it's Fredo, Duck Yours, Elder, Lofrick, Jacob, Bastard Face, Of No Consequence, Jen, Malice Wonderland, Robert Lefort, and JP Sauce. So I've got about a dozen names ready to go. So if I go to ask you guys just to hold fire with the name requests for the moment, let's play a few hours and see how many people live and die. I'm just very conscious that, like, I feel bad for people who only watch on YouTube because they don't get to watch live, and generally it's the guys who watch live on Twitch that get their names added. So let's just hold fire with the name requests for a little bit, and then I will ask for more names once we get a bit closer. I don't want the list to be so long. Anyway, enough waffling. Stubby, let's go and do this mission. Ammo is getting quite low. We've probably got enough ammo just for this fight. 190 is a ridiculous amount for ammo. We've actually got a fair amount of tools. Let's repair up this stuff. And what are the levels like? We've got Rogel, the level 5 banner boy, Wanderjaw, Bacausis the Archer, Mazuma, the replacement, Henrik, Archer replace, C, and Jeb. Yeah, we're gonna need a few more bodies in here. I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to replace Mazuma. It's such a pity that he got the partly collapsed lung. That's by far one of the worst. Anyways, onward. Follow the track southwest of Grafenhaven. Thieves, 7 of them. A few marksmen and some raiders. It'll be 2 marksmen most likely. I don't see us out shooting the marksmen, so let's take this fight at night. Really? That reminds me, Dwarf and Blues, and thanks for pointing that out. So in one of the other streams, you guys were pointing out that the Twitch stream wasn't giving you options for multiple quality levels. I did a bit of research, and Twitch allocates bandwidth on their servers, quite understandably, according to how busy they are, and your channel gets a ranking based on how many concurrent viewers you have. And obviously I'm a tiny channel, I have like single-digit viewers most of the time, so I ain't shit to Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch and you don't have multiple resolution options, hop on over to YouTube Gaming and see whether they have more resolution options for you. Which I don't know how I feel about that, because I kind of hate YouTube. This whole your content's not suitable for most advertisers bullshit really gets on my nerves. So like every one of my videos that I upload instantly gets hit with that. And it limits the monetization, but I kind of get it. I mean, my channel is so tiny, I get like, less than 100, around about 100 views, so I'm getting so little views. And you can request a manual review of it, but they'll only actually do anything if your videos get 1,000 views in less than a week. Which is just their way of saying, if you're small fry, we don't give a fuck about you, which I suppose is kind of fair enough. If they had to do manual reviews for every channel below 1,000, it would be hundreds. Okay, this is a tough fight, and we're going to struggle to outshoot these marksmen. Now, I had hoped to fight them at night. There's nothing for it, we got to push forward and fight them. What do we got here? We got Patreon. It's a little bit early for that. I think I want to get more viewers first, but that's kind of you to even bring that up. Are they going to run at us? No, they're just going to put their shields up. Not surprisingly, this is going to be a tough and brutal fight. I was going to say, don't you put a spear wall down, you bastard. I feel like trying to get shield wall up is a mistake because it's going to only let us go 2 squares. We just got to bite the bullet and get in there. People are going to die. It sucks, but this is this part of the game where the lads we're hiring are pretty replaceable. And the money I get, and if I get lucky and get some of this armor, the armor is worth more than the brother who's wearing it. Perfect, throwing some axes at us. I don't mind that in the slightest. Damn it. It's a lot harder for a 2-skull than I was expecting. At least we're putting pressure on them, so... Oh, God. Ow! Henrik! I think that's why I didn't give Henrik a name, just because I expect him to, ouch, eat so many arrows. Rip! He was crap anyway, who cares? That's quite tempting. See, do you have anticipation? What's your range defense? It's only 6. Because, I mean, that's an exposed shot. He doesn't have anyone in front of him. I mean, it shows you how weak we are. That 46% shot is the best we got and the best we're going to get. I really hope we get a chance to go before these guys get to throw these weapons at us. We're getting our asses kicked here. This is horrible. You're Elverin. Oh, I see. So you're Elverin on Twitch, but you're Dwarfen Blues on YouTube. Elverin, respectfully, I'm going to say no because I've got a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 names. I kind of got to give some of the other viewers a chance. I'm very sorry that I got you killed horribly. What are you going to do? Right, Alex Nesterov. I want you to stun that nerd. You missed him. Jestov is a dead man, I'm afraid. But I mean, he's a dastard anyway, so he's pretty crap. See, these guys have the advantage that I hope to have. Once we get our archers up, they have the archery advantage, so we have to push into them. And as you can see, it is brutal. 1 hit and he's dead. Fuck's sakes, Rogal, you need to hit that. So bad. Game is hard. We've finally gotten into melee range with these guys, and we've lost 2 brothers already. And our best fighter with the best weapon can't even land a hit. It's not looking good, boys. I think it's probably worth it for C to get up behind the lines here. Good, bit of luck there. Just going to focus down this guy who doesn't have a shield, but I mean, we don't seem able to hit him. Actually, if you wait, Seb, because this guy will get his shield broken this turn. Oh, ouch. Oh, my God. Oh, that is so clutch. Well done, Horst. As much as I want to get Rossmaster in there to break the shield, that'll put him in contact with 3 guys, which is super dangerous for him. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Get wrecked, you piece of shit. I can't even hit anyone. We are so fucked. This is so bad. Oh. Of course, he goes through his dagger and lands a hand-piercing hit. Rogal, come on, 3rd attempt. "16 names in 2 episodes, how dare you? Get fucking killed, nerd." I'm just gonna go for whatever kills I can. Hopefully I can get their morale to break, but it looks like if anyone's morale is gonna break, it's gonna be ours. Come on, C, I need you to hit something. Hey! Well done, Picausis. Good lad. See, I should have waited with Rossmaster. Oh, fuck, he's reposting. It's looking like it might be 1 episode at this rate. Oh, that was a nice little morale break there for them. So we're only getting paid 580. It's absolutely not worth it for the losses we've taken. Great hit. Chip! Ow! Oh, for God's sake, he's having a nightmare of a mission. He can't hit anything. They might have. I didn't actually check the patch notes. I've been working all day. I haven't had a chance to check the patch notes. Great stab, Seb. So again, it's one of those fights where, like, we're gonna win, but my God, we're taking hits. And we can't seem to hit any hits. But it's only 21 days in, still early days. Fuck you! Looks like we're not going to get any armor out of this, but I mean, God, the fights are so fucking difficult. I can't afford to stab anyone. I need a few fights where there's like mostly thugs and just 1 or 2 raiders with good armor. Finally, Say lands a hit. Well done, mate. Ooh. Mostly bug fixes. Hang on a sec. Let me just change the chat around here. I'm very impressed with this restream service. I like the chat functionality. It's actually its own little app. So we're talking about looking at the Lindwurm, but we got bigger problems. I don't see us getting any of these body armors. We might get a helmet or 2. My God, 2 more wounds, 2 more fatalities. It's not good. So Henrik, the archer, got a partly collapsed lung. That's another guy we have to get rid of. Rip Jestifer, nice. We got the Worn Mail and the Flail. Worn Man and Flail. Let's collect our pay and hire some more nerds. So still gotta go to Adlerberg and Donnerswald. I think we're gonna use the money that we get here, not hire anyone, and just complete this ambition. And then we can save for 2,000 gold. I gotta keep hitting more ambitions. Actually, Henrik, I'm not gonna treat that because I'm just gonna fire you. Yeah, this guy's awful anyway. You're fired! Hit the road, Henrik. You suck. Right, who's the next good person up front? Seb. He's only a replacement, but hey. Treat a pierced hand on Rossmaster. I think Rossmaster is a better soldier. God, I need bodies for the front line. Wenderjaw, you're gonna have to go on the front line, my man. Mazuma, I gotta fire him as well. For the moment, though, he's okay, just to stab once a turn. Yeesh, not looking good. Let's take a look at the accuracy here. I want another flail in the front line, that is for sure. 57. Use a ball spear. 56 spear. So we'll put spears between, or yeah, surrounding the axe. Bring it in, lads, bring it in. Right, Seb, the level 2 replacement. It does. It does. I suppose it's not even worth me stripping it off then. Good point. Okay, C, level 5. You're an archer. Bow mastery. It's a pity we didn't actually get that hunter. Would have been good. I could really have done with that bow that he had. 68 at level 5. It's okay. I've got a sergeant and a banner boy. Mazuma is a replacement. Now here's the question. Do I hire 2 more nerds? I think I do, actually. I mean, there's a pitchfork not being used. And then instead of just running all the way up north, I can actually do jobs on the way there. Egon the tailor, why the hell not? That's a good point. And leave us as they join us naked. I will always hire brawlers. Love them. Right, so Egon the tailor is quick and bright and 2 stars in melee skill, which is a surprise. Okay, nice. He's actually not a replacement, amazingly enough. He will be a sword raider. Who's next? Anders. Anders the Proud. Velkommen, Anders. Not much in the way of armor for you. So unless I can buy another pitchfork here. Is there a pitchfork? Nice, there is one available. It's a touch expensive, but padded surcoat. Nope, not worth. Right, so Lindwurm, 2 stars in melee skill, very nice. The stars in melee defense are a pity. I would have been much happier if they were in. Oh, it's melee defense. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. The star in initiative would have been much better in fatigue. He's sure-footed. He's superstitious. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get his resolve up to 50. So who's this? Who's off? Fredo. And I think we can make this an axe raider or a hammer raider. I'm just thinking, how is that superstition going to affect morale checks against fear, panic, or mind control? Actually, I think I'm going to make him a hammer raider instead. Just because having him off by himself, he's more likely to panic. Still, he shows great promise. Wait, how would I do this? I put you 2 in the middle there. It doesn't look like... Oh, there you go. That looks better. Love to get my hands on a big 2-handed axe. Let's take a look, see at what these 3 skull missions are. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. Dire wolves are all over the friggin' place here. Tools, we're low on tools, but that's too expensive. I for sure don't need the skirmish axe. The hand axe is actually pretty good. Here's a question. Maybe we switch things up here. Maybe we go 2 hand axes. In between the... Yes, in between the mace. And the flail doesn't really need axes to break shields. You can just get around it. And then Rossmeister can use a flail as well. And then once these lads hit level 4, they can move to the front line. Yes, excellent. I really hope these 3 skull missions are like a delivery mission that pays a lot to go north, but that's very unlikely. A brigand. Nope, 3 skull brigands, too much for us. Man who owns himself. I'm all ears. Going to Hornburg. Brigands on the road. How much are you paying? 1380. You gotta pay us more, I accept. But I need some time. So how far is Hornburg, and is it in the way we're going? So we need to get to Adlerberg and Donnerswald. We need to go that way anyways, and we can always just abandon if things get nasty. So we need to go Donnerswald. And I think we take that, you know. That's a gigantic risk. But... Ross has 2 knives in his bags. What? Ah, he does. Thank you. Well pointed out. And as it happens, Fredo needs a butter knife anyway. Right. So on the way, hopefully we can get some cheaper tools, some cheaper ammunition, bit of food. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that. Damn it. Because I'm putting skills into the ranged ability of Jeb and Rogel. Remember, these 2, the Banner Boy and the Sergeant, are going to be dual purpose, jack of all trades, ranged and melee guys. Just wondering if I shouldn't camp for a little bit and let Rossmaster get some hit points up. It's a question of how quickly do we think we're going to get attacked. You know what? I believe in him. He'll be grand. Oh, for a second there, we went in the caravan. I was like, is that the delivery? Awesome. Like sometimes, very, very rarely, you'll get super lucky this early on. You'll get a delivery mission that'll be like this. It'll pay this much and it'll be this far. You just avoid fights. Honest with you, a group of bannermen from House Roomholt are inquiring. Are you doing transporting goods or stolen from them? Well, we sure as hell can't fight these guys. Can we just flee? We'll defend it if we need be. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh, now the caravan hands will move forward and get involved. Oh, I was for a moment thinking that there wouldn't be a fight with the caravan and we could just run and then the caravan would keep moving along the road. But clearly not. Sorry, caravan hands, you're on your own. It's just payback for all the time you guys stood there and watched us fight. Good God, we would get absolutely slaughtered if we did this fight. Run away! Oh, look at these weapons. We can only dream. We're not there yet. We are still very small fish in a very big pond. Indeed. Load of bucket heads. Oopsie. Okay, wow, I'm quite surprised actually. So I'm just looking at, I've got 18 viewers, 10 are on Twitch and 8 are on YouTube. Okay, cool. So it was definitely worth streaming to YouTube. Welcome, y'all. This is going to ruin our reputation with these guys, but I think we'll be able to recover from it. It's unfortunate, but Why did the guards attack? What do you mean, the caravan hands? I don't know. Maybe the AI was tweaked. It's very weird that the... Oh my god. That was pretty definitive. Are these bastards going to attack this poor defenseless ass? I mean, these guys are rough, but they aren't that rough. I mean, once we get some nice levels, like levels 8 and 9 on everyone, and decent armor, we can take a fight like this. But what I'm trying to accomplish this try now, what I did not do in the last one, is to just rush to fighting as many bandit leaders as we can and trying to farm up good armor. Looking back on last season, I was very surprised at how quickly day 100 snuck up on us, and I felt like I was making the right decisions, you know, but I certainly didn't appreciate how I had lost sight of the larger priorities of the campaign, and I put getting good soldiers ahead of getting good gear, and then we got ourselves to a situation where we had great soldiers with horrible gear at day 120, which, you know, we were starting to get back on track, and then the save file corrupted. But I'm going to do everything in my power now to get the very, very best weapons and armor I can as quick as I can, and we'll compare where we are at the day 100 mark. And I think this is the right approach, because in the greater scheme of things, for a campaign that's going to go at least a year, hopefully, or run indefinitely as far as I'm concerned, having a bit of a slow start in terms of having some not great soldiers in the first 100 days is ultimately not that bad. Donkey killing bastards. So the fact that we fought these guys and then ran away is doubly bad for us, because now both these houses are going to be pissed off with us. House Rumalt, these guys, and House whatever they're called, the ones who gave us the mission. But hey, what are you going to do? We live to tell the tale. Darn it. Wait, that's weird. It was that house that gave us the mission, so why the hell? We didn't attack some of them and we got attacked by them. You absolute assholes. Right. And why is Dawnwall actually aggressive with us now? What the F? So they're actually going to attack us. That's weird. Anyway, I imagine the prices now in these villages are going to be even worse. So the south is pretty much turned against us. Escort to Hellerstead. We'll just try the next escort mission straight away, and hopefully we'll have better luck. Yeah, lads, I know you're upset. Get pissed. Oh, Horst. Overindulging a little bit. Let's hope we have better luck with this one. Oh, fuck off. Darn it. We just got to get out of the southern part of the map. This is just a disaster for us. They really hate us that much? Oh my word. No, I wanted to be here in the southern part of the map, and we've had them turn against us now. No bueno. Okay, well, let's take note. It's day 24. Let's see how long it takes for these cities to get back in our good graces. Trolled by Battle Brothers. You can say that again. We need work, we need food, we need tools, we need everything. Let's hope coming to this house here will change our fortunes. Oh, God, look how expensive all this shit is. This is outrageous. These prices are absolutely outrageous. So just bearing in mind how expensive that ammo is, I've got to only use my archers to actually shoot if it's necessary, you know. I have to think of each of those arrows as a piece of gold that we're literally shooting away. Alright, what you got for us? Another escort mission. Let's try. Third time lucky. Gravenhaven in the southwest. Yeah. I can't go to Gravenhaven. We are persona non grata there. Oh, damn it. Now I get here and the tools are cheaper. Well, as it is, to complete this ambition, we need to get up to this part of the map anyway, so we may as well go up north, do some work for the stout northerners. On the path goes army of small children. Come to your parents, kids. Idiot children. I don't want to take their valuables because I've done it before. Like, your guys get injured, you get like, you know, injured eyes, and you get pretty nasty injuries from that, and you get like one ring. Doesn't seem worth it. I just need money. What you got for us? Follow the tracks, return the thing. It's only a 1 skull. And actually, if I think about the way that the difficulty, expert combat difficulty works, a 1 skull here, this should be a mix of raiders and thugs that we fight. And that's what we need. Okay, a few thugs and a few poachers. Not exactly, but I need to be fighting a mixture of thugs and raiders. So I kill the thugs, which shatters the morale. And then we dagger the raiders to get their armor. Many and a few. It's fine. Nice, I'll take that dagger. Thank you very much. It's worth bearing in mind that all of these guys are acting before us, so it's going to be worth moving in and putting our shields up. Just so that our shields are up for the entire round of attacks. It's tempting to get an attack off here, but I think it's better just to mark them. And they're in the Brave. Yuri, thanks for watching. I was just saying I'm putting a temporary freeze on the name request just because I've got so many. So, sorry for that, my man. But I'll be accepting more names once a few more people have died. I've got a 16 name waiting list, and let's just get it down to like 6. And I'll start asking for more. This could be an issue because this guy's going to take height advantage on us. Can I justify putting Jeb on that bit of high ground? I think I can. I mean, fine, he might be attacked by a few of these people, but he'll have height advantage. It's just thugs, so I don't think it's worth shooting, and it's nighttime anyways. Miss. What up, Mizuma? Ow! Yeah, we gotta focus here and help Jeb out. All good hits, these. All very good hits. Oh, there goes and misses. I think Mizuma still is. Where is he? But there you go. Unfortunately, you got a partly collapsed lung, so when I can afford to replace you, I'm going to have to. Unfortunately, with a partly collapsed lung, you're not going to have any long-term viability. Jeb, for fuck's sake! That's not the miss. It's not the time to miss. Good dodging. Actually, I should have taken his shield out. Great work, Alex. Yes, see how their morale breaks. If we can hit them. Oh, God, that sounded so painful. Ow! Shit. I fucked this up. I think I have. They're gonna attack first. 7 turns, 9 turns, 12 turns, 11 turns. Fick. So I'm just trying to push because I want to get it. I want to get these guys away. 54%, 64%. That way only gets one attack. Jeb! That works. Oh, cheeky little bash. Get him, boys! Get him! Do we have a dog left? We do not. I'm just trying to get everyone away from Jeb. Success. Get wrecked, mate. Get fucking wrecked. Well done, Jeb. Well fought. Hoping for brain damage. If I ever have a band, that'll be the name of my first album. Hoping for brain damage. Off with his fucking head. See, that's more like it. And look at the difference between a 1 skull and a 2 skull mission. I mean, and look, the 1 skull missions are actually no joke, really. So when to jar the replacement? You need that, you need that. You need, you know what? I'm leveling the replacements for maximum short-term effectiveness. Okay, how's this the archer? Bow mastery, give us another bow, come on. Nice la. Okay, so we've got 2 archers with little adorable little short bows. Have to hope that we can get our hands on some hunting bows at some point. So I must remember to keep leveling ranged skill on Jeb and Rogel. Jeb is set to be quite an amazing archer because look, 54 range skill plus 10% because of determined. The fearless. I mean, we could not have asked for a better star distribution on the sergeant. I suppose I could have asked for that 1 star in initiative to be on range defense. That's his one weakness. He's quite vulnerable to ranged attacks for the moment. Pay me, Finsterwald. Pay me. Nachtseers, 9 of them. Brigands, 7 of them. Ooh, that's cheap. I'm gonna buy that. This is at cost price, actually. I've got to sell quite aggressively as much as I can. You know what? Jeb, you have almost the same melee and ranged skill. Nice. La. And so eventually in the late game we'll have these 2 guys with like tier 3 crossbows and then 3 archers in the middle with bows. And I think what I'll do is the archers will have executioner and the crossbow users will have crippling strikes. So they wound people and then the bowmen finish them off. Should be pretty damn good. That's not an unreasonable price, but I need that money. Do we have any untreated wounds? We do. Exposed ribs. Ouch. Let's mosey on across to, what was it? Donnerswald. Let me come back. Okay. Good little episode. Some really tough fights. A bit of unfortunate incident with the Southern House. What are they called? House Roomholt, who I'd hoped to befriend. But things didn't work out so well for us up there. We'll change things up and probably try to ally with this northeastern house. This is Gunbold. I just like that they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities in a big circle. This other house only has 4 cities and it's across quite rough terrain, so we'll just do this in a big loop of missions. Let's see how that goes. Right, crows. Welcome back. On to Donnerswald. Brigand 7. A few marksmen, some raiders. Yeah, Ducky, I was surprised by that as well. I logged on and there was 7 gigs of XCOM updates. Well, the thing is, I just thought maybe something had happened with my game files and I was re-downloading them. And then I looked at the announcements for XCOM and there wasn't anything about a new patch being released, so I don't know. What I hope it is Long War becoming now compatible. Because as good as War of the Chosen is, it's too difficult in the early game and it's too easy in the late game. Yeah, this tourism ambition is taking forever. Let's talk pay. 250, pass more. I accept. I need some time. I need some time because my boys are a bit wounded. Although I think Jeb will be fine. I just got to be careful with him. And he's going to be functioning as a de facto archer, but he needs to be on the flank there. You know what? No. Mazuma can be on the flank. Right. I would like to go west and go to that final city to complete our ambition, but the money needs to keep flowing in. Ooh, a few thugs and some raiders. Perfect. So, this is Operation Slaughter the Thugs, and then net and stab the raiders. We do have loads of nets. You know what, I don't think that my archers are going to need the pitchforks in this fight. In fact, they're almost certainly not going to need them. They're going to have to come at us. We've got the ranged advantage, and fighting them in snow is really going to help us. It's going to take them ages to get onto us. So, Ducky, as you say, a load of changes. Do you mean to XCOM? Check the entrails of my meal. Have a great victory. Well, I hope so. We need to XCOM. Sweet. Can you give me any... What's the most notable thing that I should note? Again, I'd love to read the patch notes, but I've just been so busy. Work is busting my balls. Right, boyos. We are going to flail that dude, and then that'll be a nice set of armor there. Thanks, bud. This is super dangerous, but I'm hoping it'll pay off. Damn, I couldn't get shield up. This is a problem. Actually, this was stupid of me. See, like, I saw the terrain and thought, let me bottleneck them, but I've just given up the big advantage that I have, which is my archers. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Basics, Stobby, basics. What the fuck are you doing? Good shooting, Picassus. Oh, cheeky one-shot headshot for C. Kill as many nerds as quick as you can. Even if we only get this guy's armor, then that'll be down to Horst. Should be enough. Oh god! Ow! Ooh! Ah, god, Mizuma. Mizuma can take a shot, I'll give him that. Evening, Matty. Matty, tell me, I haven't actually streamed to YouTube gaming before. Is there like a follow button like there is on Twitch? I mean, I haven't had any time to check anything out. I'll just quickly set up the restream thing. So forgive my ignorance. And I was watching a guy who was doing the same thing, streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, and he kept talking about sponsors. I get the impression that sponsors are the same thing as subs in Twitch, but YouTube just calls them sponsors. Nice shield, nerd. Oof, almost torched. Good stun, but that's still a lot of damage from these guys. Nice, he's fleeing. Kill. Ow! Oh! Oh! Nice, he put his shield up, and we're just going to break it anyway. Great hit, Jeb. One less person attacking us. This dude is the big problem, though. Ooh, I love flails. Now, here's a quandary. I need to get Horst to safety. But if I knock this Brigand Raider back, he'll just kill Mizuma. Now, Mizuma... You've got the partly collapsed lungs, I'm sorry to say. Oh, never mind, I miss anyway, but... If you were to get killed, then that's unfortunate, but I could live with that. Looks like we're gonna lose Horst anyway. Emmett! Oh, thank goodness. Phew. Well done, Fredo. You just saved Horst's life. And that reminds me, I need to give you a title. Oh, no, you do. It's a Hammer Raider. Okay, good. Very good. Excellent. And I didn't even need any nets. Ow, fuck, this guy's lethal. He doesn't seem to miss, but I suppose that's pretty normal for raiders. Not gonna bother daggering this guy. Horse, just survive, please. Oh, I needed that to hit. One more, here we go. Good shooting, Picasso. Look at those arrows in his belly. Isn't that a thing of beauty? I think it's the moustache. It's that power moustache. Clearly, that's what's doing it for us. So that was a one skull. That was pretty rough. That's the main thing, though. Okay, good. So a whole bunch of bug fixes. What I really want, if I could have one thing for XCOM in the short term, it's to get the perfect information mod to work properly, but that's down to the mod maker. Currently, if you run perfect information, it screws up a bunch of stuff and makes the game crash. Thanks, Matty. Right, so Seb, you're a replacement, so I just need you to get as much fatigue, melee skill, and melee defense as possible. +1. Puke. And there's the Sword Raider. +3, that's more like it. Your resolve's pretty low, but I suppose you're a tailor. Cowardly, cowardly tailor. Jip, the sergeant. Crossbow mastery. So he's a sergeant. Eventually he's gonna have quick hands, bags and belts, and be very versatile. I'm just thinking how I'm going to level him. Crossbow mastery seems pretty damn good because an additional 20% of damage with crossbows ignores armor. What the hell, why not? So eventually this dude is going to be an injury-causing machine. And actually, if you get crossbow mastery, I don't think you need crippling strikes. Evening, Griff. Yeah, his hit points suck, but that's just because he's got exposed ribs. It'll get up to like 60 odd. This is the problem, though. He's very, very vulnerable to ranged attacks. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Well, slowly the decent armor is trickling down. The coconuts and the Holy Grail. Great sound then. I don't need these hooked blades, I don't think. Chip! Griff, I'm just putting a temporary freeze on name requests. I've got such a long list. Just want the list to get a little bit shorter before I start taking some more names. But thanks very much. But as you can see, it's 20 days in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deaths already. So don't be discouraged. You will get into the game eventually. Fredo, C, Jeb, Kausis, Anders, Rogel. I kind of want to play some XCOM. I don't know. So the thing is, this is the second episode I'm recording today. I've got one ready to go, so I'm doing 2 a day. So I've got 2 for... I'll do 1 more after this episode, and then we'll switch to something else. Sunday is going to be the main Battle Brothers day. I don't know yet. I have no idea. I imagine it's going to have a lair of some sorts, and it'll be like going into a ruin. That just makes the most sense to me. But we'll have to see. I just don't know is the short answer. And I think I'm not actually going to look and find out. I want it to be a surprise. What is this 3-skull mission by any chance? Brigands. Sorry, I can't do a 3-skull brigand fight. Tools are looking rough, yo. I can probably kill those Noctiers, but... Oof, ouchie. Sorry, Horst, but your broken nose is just going to have to heal naturally. I can't spend half my cash to treat your broken nose. Oh, God. We're in that phase now where it's super, super difficult. Ooh. I think we'll find that there's Noctiers in there because there's footprints of Noctiers going out of it. I don't want to take that out yet. I want to hang on to that until I can start doing missions for houses. Hopefully we can get an easy patrol mission. Oh God, I don't have the money to pay everyone. Okay, so that's our ambition taken care of. I'm going to have to flog another sword. Times are tough right now for the crows. That helps. That's people. That would be quite funny if they go the Monty Python route. Or imagine like you go into this fight with this horrible big Lindwurm and there's like a weird button with a picture of a foot on it and you're like, what? You click the button and then the Monty Python foot just comes down. Simmerfed is standing there with all this look in his eyes. He cracks his knuckles. Anders the Proud looks down at you because he's weak. Okay. Show him how to brawl. Melee skill, melee defense. Awesome. +2. Nice la. Okay, please give us some jobs. What do you have for us? Caravan escorted, how much? 320. Need some time to fight. What is this here? Thieves. This will be a tough one. We could probably do it. We have to back ourselves. We've got to be confident about this type of stuff. Also, hopefully we're not going to be fighting any ranged enemies. I'm just checking the armor values before I do this fight. 110, 80... 2 flails for sure, 2 axes, and a Morning Star. I wonder if this fight we just go the spear route and just get more reliable damage out of these guys. I didn't feel like breaking shields did much for us in those last fights. Let's try the different approach. God, I need this money. Our last bit of food. Look at this. This is dire. I really don't want to fight in the fucking forest. Okay, so 7 raiders. That's pretty rough. But now that it's only raiders, that could actually be preferable to fight in the forest then. Let's fight them before it gets dark. I actually streamed Rock of Ages for an hour or two a couple of weeks ago. It was fun, but it got old very, very quickly. The thing is, like, it's funny and it's original and it's well made and it's cool and it's kooky, but the core gameplay, the actual bowling mechanic, is just not that fun. It's a little disappointing, I have to say. I got tired of it very quickly. This is great. We've got two guys in basic armor who have almost no helmets. Just have to hope that my flails will do work against these guys. Kill them real quick. Fredo, you may as well get the net ready. Oh, you should actually have been carrying the net. Damn. Zuma, no net. Yes, I also heard about War Banners. It's actually the new game, or no, it's not by this studio, but this studio gave them a shout out. I think it's friends of theirs or something like that. So I want these guys to come in here. Shit, he couldn't make it all the way. Bad. Son of a bitch. I haven't seen anything of it, so it'll be quite interesting to see what the deal is, what it's about. Oh, no bleeding yet, thank goodness. So is it even worth trying to push him off? Oh god, he didn't get to attack. Okay, can I stun him this turn? Is the big question. Good hit, Kausus. Oh good, your XCOM save works. Sweet. Great hit. Jab! Nice! One more of those hits and he'll be dead. He wouldn't have touched his armor. That's a problem. God damn it, Nestorov. This guy with the axe scares me. Oof, a couple more hits like that and that'll do him. Fuck it. These fuckers are so fast. Nice. God, that's so scary. It's not a sandbox game. Ah, interesting. I have to admit, I know nothing about it. Nice. Good hit, Picasus. Hooked Blade has better damage, but because the bros that have Pitchfork have such low attack value, I'm placing more importance on the ability to more reliably hit. It's admittedly less damage, but less damage more often is, I feel, for the moment at least, and until they become better fighters, it's preferable to more damage less often. Come on, Horst. Yes! Good, so that's one set of basic mail. And we've just got to pop that guy's head without damaging his armor. Damn, Rossmeister's getting beat up and he's bleeding. These fuckers always get to attack first. It's fucking crazy. Thank God for that, he missed. Come on, jab. Oof, this guy's so close to going down. Oh. Horst, again, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. I really hope we get our hands on that two-handed axe. Didn't seem to drop it. Like, having a two-handed axe on one of these guys would be great. It could just one-shot these little round shields. Okay, that helps. But once again, we've got to get Horst out of trouble. Oh, god damn it! Rip Rossmaster. Ooh, and then he gets to turn. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh. Just kill whatever you can, quick as you can, boys. So this guy still gets to go. Hopefully I can push him down. Only 26% chance. It was worth a try. Mazuma, I don't want you to actually damage that guy. Nice. Oh, yeah, rip Rossmaster. God damn. One more hit and he's dead. Horst, shield up, please. %, 53%. Ripperino. Get wrecked, sunshine. Get fucking wrecked. So I feel like being this tricky with this guy, trying to dagger him and flail him, is what got our one guy killed there, but he was a replacement, and this early on, for basic male, for like a shitty level 1 or 2 brother, hate to say it, but the male's worth more. Thanks, Peter. Very kind, my man. Very kind indeed. Azuma. Go do some stabby stabbing. Good job, Alex. Get him, boys. I suspect he might actually run. Yep, off he goes. That's fine. I just don't want him killing Horst. I mean, it would be nice to get their armor, but I don't want to risk any more injuries. The mission is accomplished, even if they have fled. I would like to get my hand on that mace though. That's worth a few quid. It's fine, let him go. So, Rossmaster. Rip Ross. Thank you for your service, but this is super important. And that's important. That's nice. Yeah, overall that feels like progress. So Fredo the Hammer Raider, I hate to put you up front this early, but we just don't have any bodies up front. Who else is a Sword Rider? Anders. We can get Anders up front as well now. Good, so we're going to be looking a bit more balanced now. We've got a level 5 in the center of the formation and level 4. So the level 5 and the level 4 need to take the flanks. And then the newer lads. Oh wow, hang on, Mizuma. What are you going to use, Mizuma? Probably a sword because it has the least fatigue to swing, and you are not a guy who has any sort of fatigue at all. $51. Good God, man. So, yeah, we need to hire one more archer to go in the middle there. Just looking at armor values. Yeah, 50 means you can swing twice for a couple of turns. 74, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so there's gear waiting for the next guy to come in. Fredo, student. So the armor up front still isn't looking great, but we're getting there. I still can't believe I actually hired a shepherd who turns out to be okay. But I mean, any background, if they're determined, is amazing. Right, it's time to push through to 2,000 gold. Although, as you can see, we got to go the full length to get 2,000 gold. Oh! Oh, thank God. First Hornburg Company. Thank God you're here. There were some nasty gobbos there. We're not actually in a position to do this fight right now. Well, I say fight. It's an escort, but there will 100% be a fight. Good Lord, look at these prices. You've got to be kidding me with these prices. Okay, we take the escort mission. What was I saying? Yes, we take the escort mission and just hope that we can stop in a village that will let us buy some tools that won't be extortionately priced. Not yet, Peter Oak. I selected random. So it'll be a surprise. How long till that's actually healed? Oh, good Lord. Rollfester, how far is that? Not that far. Battle standard. Also, what is our reputation getting up to? Remember, we'll need 1,000 before we can start doing work for the houses. It's 1,100, I think. Oh, thank goodness for the first Hornburg Company being around here. We would have had to fight both of those fights there. This is a very tough part of the game. Brave militia. What you got for us? A brawler. Yes, please. I will always hire brawlers without hesitation. This guy's a drunkard and he's cocky. That's a pity, because that's taking 10 off his melee skill, so it would be 59 to start with. He could actually be just a replacement, unfortunately. I can get rid of his drunkard, which will give him +5 melee skill. He's just going to be a straight replacement. Federico, good evening. Who's next? Elder. As I've said before, on this campaign, no shame whatsoever being a replacement. You are guaranteed to see action. And for a substantial amount of time. Oh, we've got a few, some sad faces. Why they're so glum? Enjoyed the visit, enjoyed the visit. I feel like we just drank the other day and money's a bit tight. Well, it's good to know that once we get paid for completing this mission, we can come back here and get some cash. I actually don't need these 2 pitchforks. Pitchfork, pitchfork, pitchfork. Jeb! Should he be... So here's a question. Should he be using a wooden shield and that? Yeah, thanks, people. That's the idea. I mean, I'm obviously a tiny channel and got a long way to go, but there's only so much I can do. I'm just going to do my best and try to put out good content as much as I can and just trust that the channel will grow. I feel like I need axes here. Who has the lowest attack values? You do, and you do. So I don't need axes next to the flails. It's actually a nice little setup. So then like Fredo and Wanderjar can break the shields, then our swords and our spears just go to work. God, I need tools. I need food. I need medicine. I need ammunition. I need money. I need everything. Crown's well deserved. There should be a hunt down what's terrorizing mission there at Schneefels. Schneefels? Schneefels. I have no idea. I imagine they're going to make it really, really, really hard. Snow Rock. Interesting. Hiring cell swords for delivery. I need some time to think. 280. You're killing me here, guys. So expensive. I feel like I can kind of justify buying the tools a bit later. Let's look at what's damaged here. That sword's a bit effed up. 63. 89 head armor. That reminds me, so Jeb as a sergeant now needs to have a helmet that's not reducing his vision because he's primarily going to be a ranged fighter. So I actually should have hung on to that head covering I had, which I got rid of. Which was silly of me. Who's got decent fatigue and good aim? That could be our mace user. Nestorov. God, this was disappointing. Getting him his heart weakened was disappointing. Actually, Alex Nestorov is our best choice as a yeah, flail user. Excuse me, a okay, so then you lads break the shields. He can stun them. Our best armor needs to be on the flanks. Yeah, and the replacements are wearing the shitty armor. Alright, Christopher. It's going rough. Game is hard. Okay, I think we're in a decent enough position that we can take on that hunt down what's terrorizing mission. But that reminds me then, I don't need axes. I need swords and spears. Damn, have I sold too much that I actually can't do this? Okay, not quite. Yeah, sorry, Christopher. You got horribly murdered in the fight a little bit earlier on. Game is hard. Again, in the early game, this is not when you want to get involved. You want to get in much later on when I've got decent armor to put you in. Let's talk pay. 660. Hunt down what terrorizes. Okay, boys. Ooh. A few brothers come back to you with the most curious of stories. Apparently Fredo, the ever sure-footed sellsword, managed to make a bit of a name for himself in... how do I pronounce it? You said here... you could read it like... Snæfell's. While carousing with ladies in a tavern staircase, the banister broke and a damsel went careening downward. With a horn of ale in one hand and a wench wrapped in the tender grip of the other, the mercenary stuck his foot out and managed to catch the falling mistress on the toe of his boot, quite literally bringing her to heel, much to the roaring applause of the inebriated crowd below. You ask where he is now, the mercenaries laugh, dropping trow with the easily impressed. What else? Fredo Hammerella gets eager. Lucky you, Fredo. So Christopher, sorry, I'm putting a temporary freeze on name requests. I've got such a long list. Huge gash marks on the back, and its organs missing. Wolves. Die wolves. 8 of them. Christ, that's horrifying. I wonder if I should take them on against here and then see if how they interact with these thugs and the poacher. This is a big risk. It shows them as fighting together. But I have an intuition that the direwolves might actually attack the thugs. Oh Christ, they're frenzied. Oh Jesus, straight into height advantage. Shit. Shooting. That's actually pretty big. It lets me put Fredo up there and go into riposte. I'll just have to pray that these direwolves attack the thugs. It's very unlikely, but... Oh, I needed that to hit. Jeb. Well, we'll trust in riposte. If I can kill this nerd before he even gets any attacks off, that'll be best case scenario for us. I hate that they are frenzied because of that bullshit. Faster to... Ugh. Overwhelm. Yes! Mm. Oh, that's a beautiful thing to see. Oh! Bless you, bandit thugs. I kind of feel bad for these bandit thugs. So like they're sitting in their little house chilling, counting their loot, and all of a sudden a flock of direwolves and mercenaries show up and they're like, well, shit. So I knew I was taking a huge risk here, but it's paid off big time. Good shooting, Chip! This has gone swimmingly so far. God damn it, we're in a jar. Yeah, but he's overwhelmed, I suppose, which makes him very unlikely to land any hits. Remember, as soon as someone flees, just ignore them. These thugs are gonna get fucked up. Oh god, now there's 3 of them that are confident. I really hope we get the extra loot for clearing out the bandit hideout. Well shot, Chip! Ooh, you know he did. It's a slaughter. A fine shot, C. Get stabbed, wolf nerd. So on the downside, these wolves cleaning up these thugs is going to make them confident. But as we saw, their confidence gets removed very, very quickly. A couple of licks of my sword. Some cold steel, and they're not quite so happy. Oh! Oh! That dude dodged 3 confident attacks from a frenzied direwolf. I'm very glad it paid off. Oh god! There's still that bandit poacher. Well stabbed, Rogel. Oh, good hit. Quick shot and all. Lads. And these wolves are filling their bellies. The flesh of thugs, bandit thugs. But we are equal to the task. It's almost a pity that we don't have a patrol mission. This would be great. This would have been 16 comparatively simple heads. Yeah, so Alex Nesterov will hopefully shut that guy down. Acts in 7 turns, acts in 3 turns. No, damn, he'll get away. Oh, that's fucking gruesome. I don't blame him for cheesing it. Running away. Which reminds me, we need to buy another doggo. Well, we got those wolf pelts that our tailor needed. Well fought, men. That was great. I'm very pleased how that went. Nice. And we got the extra, those 10 tools. The extra bonus money. 2, 4, 6, 8 wolf pelts. Amber shards. Damn, I'm good sometimes. Jackpot, baby. And we got 660 gold for that. I hope so, Fredo. I really hope so. So, how do you guys feel? Do you want to watch more Battle Brothers tonight, or shall we switch to XCOM? Because I can always play XCOM tomorrow night. $360, that's still above cost price. No, you're absolutely right, Justifer. If you've been following me for a length of time, you'll know that that's invariably what happens. With me, I'll get overconfident and everyone dies horribly. Battle Brothers it is. I think Battle Brothers is the way to go. And this is at level 3. Excellent. Excellent. +4 on hit points I can't turn down, but we're going to have to put quite a lot into him. The nice thing is he has multiple stars in his melee skill, so he's going to be super accurate. His defense isn't going to be great, but he's going to be nice and accurate. Render Jar, when replacements hit level 3, it's quite a power spike for them, because they essentially get a double level up because of Gifted. Sweet, so his resolve is high enough that we don't have to level it up anymore. I'm play side by side. Okay. You play. I play. You me side by side. Oh. Well, I mean, Dolphin, it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, it'll all go up onto YouTube anyway, so. And tomorrow night's going to be XCOM all night. Saturday morning, actually, I'm quite looking forward to. I'm going to play some Oxygen Not Included, which has had a bunch of updates and is really a lot of fun these days. This is another delivery. Okay, good. And it's to Tonda. Wild man. Give me axe. I kill. Me wild man. Hang on, it's been 50 minutes. Let's take a little break. When we come back, we're going to stop at a Growlfest, see if we can't remedy this disaster here a bit. And then we'll push you to Tonda. I just want to get one hit of each. I need one bit of ammunition, one bit of medical supplies. And then we've got to save up to 2,000. I could make the push through now, but we are out of ammunition. And if someone gets wounded now, we've got problems. Okay, be right back. I'm going to grab a quick decaf coffee. I'll be right back. Literally 2 minutes. Oh, Rayleigh Silvers, what up, dude? It's, yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of streaming to YouTube as well. I mean, hell, like a few days ago, I even considered stopping uploading on YouTube at all because I was so pissed off with how they keep reducing monetization options, but then it occurred to me that I, make almost nothing from ads anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Almost every one of my videos, the second I press upload, it goes not suitable for most people, like instantly. So I don't know if they just by default automatically marking every single video that gets uploaded to be not suitable. And then you have to manually review it, but they won't review it unless you get 1,000 views. Whatever. Right. Deliver cargo. Let's see what Goldfester has for us. I mean, the prices are still gonna suck for a while until our reputation improves with these people. I 100% need ammunition, but that's a touch expensive. Let's just see, is there a Fletcher in one of these places? Armorer, pig farm. Another pig farm. See, these northern cities are quite shitty actually. Trapper, pig farm. Lumber yard is nice, gatherer's hut. See, I get the horrible impression that all the good buildings are down south and they really hate us down south. Trapper, militia barracks, pig farm. There's bloody pig farms everywhere. Oh, right. Thanks for the reminder. Hashtag production value. Thanks for reminding me, boys. Ooh, hello. Northern Skewer, a masterfully crafted spear that feels surprisingly light yet sturdy. Well, it's 11,000 more than we can afford, but it's nice to go in the shop and browse and look at it lovingly, like Wayne in Wayne's World, looking at that guitar. So yeah, really, I feel particularly bad for someone like Jim Sterling, who gets a lot of DMC claims and a lot of shit because he criticizes the gaming industry so much. And what he does is so important and so vital. He gets treated like dog shit, though. Well, I mean, if there was a better alternative, I'd stop uploading to YouTube altogether. A lot of their practices are super scummy. But then they do provide a good service. There's very few other options. It's complicated. I'm tempted to wipe out these Nachtseers for the experience, but it's actually... Hello. A Necromancer, melee Vidigengus, a hero, and some Geists. We will be going back there to clear that out once we're a bit stronger. But it's nice to know that it's there, and once we start being able to do patrols, I'm going to leave all of those ruins there because they're going to keep producing patrols that we can kill to get heads. How nice and cheap that is. What is the bandage situation? I've only got 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. Onwards. So I've got a little bit of everything except for herbs, medical supplies. So I think we put an almost complete freeze on spending until we hit the 2,000. Delivered. How much? 130. So it can't be that far. Schneefels. I accept. Hit the road, boys. Quickly. I mean, this isn't going to make us that much money. It's 140 gold and our daily rate is more than that. But it's a little bit of an improvement to our reputation with that city. So the next village, the next mission will give us better pay. That's still worth doing. So as I was saying, come join Saturday morning if you can. Come watch the Oxygen Not Included stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. And obviously I can name the duplicates after my fine viewers. I'm pretty sure nothing bad will happen to you. Dannenberg, how far? Can't be that far. Oh, what? Okay, I've never seen that before. Okay, so a while ago I was asked, why don't you always negotiate for better prices? Well, there's your answer. Fuck. I wasn't being greedy, I just wanted to see how far you wanted me to go, you douchebag. Oh well. Grolfester won't give us work, so let's go check Finsterwalde. We're not very popular with a bunch of these places. Look at how House Rumald hates us. Most of their cities would kill us on sight. Yeah, what a wilting little flower. Poor baby. Three skull. Is this a 40 crowns? It's super close. Yeah. 3 skulls and it's only paying that. It had to be right up the road. But watch us get attacked by like a group of 20 orcs now or something. A few marksmen, some raiders. Okay, I actually am happy to take this fight. Because I really want to get my hands on that hunting bow. We can actually outshoot these guys. We've got more archers than they do. And they're coming at us without shields. Perfect. This nerd's going to get daggered. The rest will all just get killed. But of course they act first, so shields need to go up. Quinn, thank you for the follow. That reminds me, this is the first time I'm streaming now on YouTube, so like on Twitch you obviously get follows. Martin Play, thank you for following. I actually don't know what happens when I get, if there is even, I've got so much more research to do about how the YouTube thing works. Let's see, so I'll put you there with your shield up. You go there. Nestorov, can you stun that nerd? No, it failed. And that leaves Sebafed to try run down these bastards. Most likely this dude will just come after him though. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not worth. Oh, now the caravan hands seem to actually want to get involved. Which is good, but it's also not good. We'll focus on this nerd first. See, I want to stab him with a pike, but I don't want to damage his armor. Ah, come on, Elder. They'll get to attack first, but we've got a full shield wall going. Throwing axes, perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a good point. Ow, come on, man. Oh, that's right. Nestorov didn't have his shield up. Makes sense, I suppose. Fuck, it sucks that both hits were a hit. Both shots were a hit. Nice, see, good man. Come on, Jeb. Lads. Get decapitated by Anders. You piece of shit. Okay, that's damaged his armor a bit, but at least he's stunned for a turn. Oh shit, he was riposting, I didn't even check. Flails for the win. Again, I don't want to lose anybody, but if we do lose someone, it's actually not the end of the world, because more than anything, I need 7 sets of this basic mail, all for the front line. Or we can replace guys who die for like 100 gold, but that's 600 or 500 gold worth of armor. My archers are probably better off throwing nets now this turn. So I don't want that to go astray and hit that guy. Net time. Shit. Wenderjaw has very little armor. Oh, fuck's sakes, boys. Wenderjaw, just tank it really and save your fatigue. And as I don't really have a plan for these guys here. Indeed, Bosco. This guy's riposting. His turn is done. Just ignore him and go for the stabs. Missed. Nice lot. I'm beginning to wonder whether that first companion you get with the 2 stars in melee skill, maybe the right thing to do is to make him a dagger master, like we did in Season 6. Because, I mean, the ability to quickly and fairly reliably dagger down a high-value target is really good in the early to mid-game. Oof. Yeah, we're going to take some fatalities here. What are you gonna do? Die, nerd. Shield up, good. Come on, Elder. Lads. Wenderjaw. Do something useful before you die horribly. Okay, he's riposting, so we ignore him this turn. This lad, I'd love to get my hands on his armor. That's probably too risky. Oh, we can't even hit him with a normal shot. Well done, Seb. Aha! Alex, I think that's too dangerous for you to get in there. Can these fucking caravan hands do something? They should give them pom-poms so they can at least stand at the back and go, "Go, mercenaries, go! We're not actually going to help, we're just going to stand here." Rip. Rip. Okay, we can actually get his armor now. Fuck it, we're getting that armor. I know it's high risk, but ultimately I hope it'll be worth it. Let's hope for brain damage. Please, RNGesus, bless us with some brain damage. I think one thing that I'm actually liking about what I learned from the last campaign is that I'm not as attached to my guys right in the beginning. I mean, I know it's harsh and everything, but you got to look at it in the greater scheme of things. I mean, in a campaign that's going to last potentially indefinitely, if our first few guys die, it's just too bad. Good dodging, boys. No shield. Yes, get stabbed. I miss having a dagger master. I really do. Was Padden Fane was his name. That amazing dagger master we had in season 7, I think it was. Towards the end, he had like 95 melee skill. But the thing is, in the super late game, I felt that having a two-handed weapon user would have been more useful. Shadow Darkstar, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Camelot. Tis a silly place. Nice, nice. Worth. So worth. We've almost got all chain up front. Yeah, Rip Wenderjaw. Ripperino. Elder the replacement. God, +5 on resolve. I hate taking +1s, but he's a replacement. He just needs to be as good as he can, as quick as he can. Hand axe. I think it might have been the Dovecool's Chosen campaign, yes, where we had Padden. No, Dovecool's Chosen. It was no, we had Padden Fane, and we had who was Mark Antony was the truly amazing archer who would occasionally he would shoot some allies. Hey, Sean's watching. Sean, how's it, bud? So guys, Sean Ward there watching on YouTube is one of my oldest friends. That's awesome. Welcome, my man. Great to have you. Fredo, melee skill, fatigue, melee defense, level 3, holdout, replacement level 5. This is our highest level replacement. I think clearly we need to take whatever we can to offset his... Oh my god, that gave him 3 extra fatigue. Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can replace Mizuma at some point. I mean, we're going to have to. Okay, we need another person to get involved. Hopefully it's someone who's got good archery skills, but I'll take any body, really. There's his gear, ready to go. This is all spares right now. Nice la. Nets, we're getting a bit low on nets. Another nice dagger. Let's see what the melee skills are like up here. 61 will give you that dagger for the extra damage. 64, you need to have a dagger then. I feel like, yeah, my archers, there's only one. At level 6 he'll get footwork and then he doesn't need to carry a pitchfork anymore. Onward to Vistat. Who do we have here? Havard, a stout farmhand. Ryman the tailor. I do love me a butcher. They get melee skill. Melee skill and resolve is what they get. And 3 stars. Get in melee skill. And he's got stars in fatigue. Beautiful. Unfortunately, he doesn't have stars in melee defense, so he's not suitable to be a hammer or axe specialist. So he will be a sword raider. Who's next on the list? Aldo, do we get Aldo? Hasn't Aldo died already, or I've named Aldo already? Hang on, who was the last person I added? Wilfred, Elverin, Zumba's Liar, Calcis, C, Jeb. There's Anders. Oh, there's Aldo, okay. Which means Lofric is next. Lofric the Sword Raider. Let's hope he sticks around. With 58 starting melee skill and 3 stars, he has the potential to be a superstar. And you know what? With the extra fatigue and the lack of stars in melee defense, I think this is probably the best candidate we're ever going to get to be a mace specialist. And of these 7 up front, I'm going to want 2 axe specialists off on the side like that so they can swing in big circles, yet still be close enough to the guys with raise morale to raise their morale in case they panic. Inside flanks we have hammer specialists to swing in a big circle like that. Then we have 2 sword specialists who can use their split ability to hit 2 lines, and then 1 mace specialist to stun high value targets. But that high value target would have to be in the middle of the formation though, is the issue. I do feel like in my last playthrough, when I had a mace specialist, he was great up for like the first 120 days, but then in 120 days plus, like if you have someone who's got, even if it's a tier 3 mace, it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as a two-handed sword. I don't know. What do you guys think? Big two-handed sword raider or mace specialist? By taking mace specialist, we're helping ourselves in the early to mid game, but by sword specialist, we're securing the late game with him. It's a tough choice. Yeah, Zumba's Liar, dude, I was so gutted when you died. I think you had good stats as well, but I'm sorry, my man. That's Battle Brothers. This is war. War is hell. Wait a second, can I justify? No, I can't justify the extra arrows. First blood. Yeah, some would say it's an honor to be first at Dovecool's side. 272, that's outrageous. So Rogel Dawn is not working out to be a, mixture between crossbowman and pikeman. Yeah, agreed. You don't get maces for the damage, but I mean, eventually, like in certain fights against orcs where you can't stun the high-level ones, that mace master doesn't really do much for you. I think we go for mace specialist. Once he hits level 3, I'll move into the front line. Yeah. Has that wound been treated? No, it hasn't. That's a fresh wound. Damn it. God, I need tools, as always. I need food, as always. I'm quite happy to fight goblins later on. Are you thinking of getting the lightweight weapons that are so good? Where are we off to? Seal of the False King. We'll stop in at Hornburg and see if we can't get some cheap gear. But this is 730. That gets us almost 2/3 of the way to our 2,000 gold goal. Let's just press on and see if we can't make it to 2,000. So this is potentially going to be auxiliaries, but hopefully we'll just be able to grab the thing and be able to get out before having to fight. If we do have to fight, I want as many flails as I can And these axes won't do a damn thing. Neither will the maces. I want the extra chance to hit him from the swords. Oh, hang on a sec. Thank you, Zwiebel, for pointing that out. Peter, I'm still in my... Necrosavants? Oh fuck, I didn't read the description of whether we got the thing or not. Nine in total. Thanks, Esco. I think we run. This is not worth fighting Necrosavants. And those Necros are gonna absolutely tear us to pieces. Good God, is it just me or has this game gotten a lot harder than it usually was? I can't believe we're fighting Necros. Bravely brave Sir Stobby ran from battle once again. He was not in the least bit scared to be mashed into a pulp. Or to have his eyes gouged out, or his elbows broken. I mean, the auxiliaries by themselves are fine, but the two Necrosavants alone will just slaughter everyone. They're damn near impossible to hit. And we've got weapons set up to fight these things. This would be a disaster. If it means we fail the mission, so be it. Cheese it, lads. Can't do it. Boo, Bosco, boo. That reminds me, Bosco, on my Thea the Awakening playthrough, I don't know how familiar you are with Thea, but I built a couple of structures that gave them, that had the passive attract animal ability, and I was waiting to see what was the first animal we would attract to our village, and it was a bear. Like, just randomly this grizzly bear just shows up in our village and decides to help us. Oh Christ, here we go. So I've got this bear fighting for me, and there was only one name I could give the bear. Bosco, of course. So I've literally have Bosco the bear in my village. I gave him 2 rings to make him better at gathering and crafting. Evening, Mr. Bollocks. I got the thing, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So it's odd, so this whole YouTube gaming thing seems to be super interesting because I'm getting a better experience for my viewers than I am on Twitch, because they get multiple resolution options, which isn't dependent on my ranking or how the Twitch servers are struggling, and I'm getting more viewers. But then with Twitch, oh look, they start wounded, so they're a little bit... What do you think, lads? Take them on? Let's try like a little hybrid thing where we put the back line here, and as long as the front line is in that square, I'm pretty sure someone in the YouTube comments told me that as long as your front line is in this square here, you can run away safely. Run, for God's sake! Dudes, if we can get our hands on these Kopeshers... Don't. Oh, fine. Everyone's saying don't do it. Overconfidence. Come on, I need things to go horribly to have something entertaining to happen here. Right. Let's test the theory. So if Anders gets a wound now, then I'll know the theory that I was told is bullshit. Okay, so he did not get a wound. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, he didn't get injured. This was an existing injury. Return to Vistat. Awesome. And I'm actually glad because it's another ruin that's still on the map and it's going to keep producing patrols. And I want as many ruins on the map producing patrols as possible. Because once we start doing patrol missions, I don't want to be going into ruins. I want to be fighting the patrols that come out of them. Oh, we're so close. Oh, that's great. That's below cost price. I can't turn that down. We can actually turn a profit off those furs. And 125 for ammunition. Let's not get that though. Yeah. You make a fair point, Rayleigh. Discretion is very much the better part of valor. I believe that if you engage in melee, you would get an injury. It's something that I need to test at some point. I'll test it on my offline campaign, unless one of you guys could do it. I've got so many games that I need to play. Like, I want to keep my Thea playthrough and my Battle Brothers and my Darkest Dungeon playthroughs going. I really want to stream some Oxygen Not Included because I'm loving that game. And I need to be playing Paragon. Love Paragon. Let's see, where do I think I can get a decent price for these furs? Maybe Hornburg. Let's see, so if I bought those furs for 250, I can hopefully get above 300 for them. While on the march, you come across a line of stopped wagons. You realize the wagons are cages, with each serving a prison to a wild animal. Turning the line of carts, you come to face a variety of beasts. A haunched and mewling black cat launches its man-killing claws through the bars. Jumping away, you back into another cage, which violently rattles with the bears roaring. First world problems, man. Thankfully, its powerful paws are too fat to fit between the bars. Another cage sizzles with the hissing of snakes. A man leans back from behind one of the wagons. He's got a wild look on the face, as though you just caught him getting one off the wrist. Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You inform the stranger that you're the captain of the Crows. The man straightens up. Ah, sellswords then. And I thought my luck had up and off on me. Look, I got a problem with my hired hands refusing to help with. They don't care when they didn't know better, but the damn cloak fell off the wagon. And they just wouldn't shut up. Now I wasn't paying them enough to transport such good. We need help with. The animal tamer leads you to a carriage. You immediately see why his hired hands quit. A frenzied and mercurial wild man is sitting inside the cage. Raw wrists bleed against his shackles, signs of attempted escapes. Half-starved, the wild man gnaws on the sticks poking out from a tumbleweed of a beard. Seeing this sad sight, you grab the stranger by his shirt and slam him against the wagon. Does it look like an animal to you? Let's see. City folk have gotten wind of uncivilized wild men and wish to see them up and close. Let's see. He points towards a corpse in the corner of the cage. The wild man rears back, snarling, and goes to particularly sit on the body. One of my helpers got too close and, well, yeah, I can't go into town with that mess in there, so I thought maybe you could just fish it out. I'm going to ask my own wild man to help. I just want the option that lets him join me. If anyone in the party could help the caged wild man down, it's probably Horsht. He goes to the cage, stares in. There's an exchange of hoots. Your wild man raps the bars with a knuckle, and the prisoner raps back and hoots somberly. Suddenly, Horsht grabs the animal tamer by the head and drives him into the bars. You go to save the tamer, but the imprisoned wild man soars across the cage with atavistic terror in his eyes. Stepping back for your own safety, you can only watch as this bestial man sets upon the tamer. Both wild men pull and drag on the man's face. The concussed man groggily yells, "I thought we had an agree!" Horsht corks his thumbs into the man's eyes while the imprisoned wild man grips the tamer's mouth and pulls down. His head is literally ripped apart by the seams and sinews. A few men vomit as the tamer's brains fall out where his tongue should be. A truly awful way of speaking one's mind. Lol. The warden taken care of. Horse looks at you and the wild man with a sort of, can we keep him gesture? Absolutely disgusting. He's perfect. Who is the lucky bugger who gets to be this horrible, disgusting creature of a person? Jacob. Welcome to the company. Well, the animal tamer is gone, and with him there's no one left to take care of the beasts. Mazuma replacement comes up and asks what should be done with him. Let them out. Oh, you're kidding me? That's awesome! Ugh. You feel it just wouldn't be right to leave them out here to starve to death, and a caged creature no doubt has gamey meat when it comes to harvesting. You decide to let them out of their cages. Most of these strange creatures make a beeline for the tree line, but two remain behind, a husky dog and a hooded falcon, both seemingly looking for a master. Duke and a falcon. That's incredible. So we've gotten 650 gold worth of free wild man, 300 gold worth of free dog, and 1,000 gold worth of free falcon. And that horrible tamer got his head ripped open. They'll both fit right in. Now, what kind of stats does the wild man have? Not great, unfortunately. The hit points and the fatigue is amazing, so he is going to be a replacement, but he is going to be a pretty damn good replacement. In fact, you know what? With that amount of fatigue, I think we make him a flail specialist, and his job is to just use lash against raiders that don't have helmets. And then eventually, once we get someone who can replace him, we can retire him honorably. So who's next in the list? Jacob. Jacob the Wild Man. Right, so who can we retire now? It was someone on the front line here has a pierced chest, Mazuma. Mazuma, I'm sorry to say, I think your time with us has come to an end, my man. Thank you for your service. It's much appreciated. We shall remember you fondly. How much does it cost to okay, well, not yet then. We'll keep you around for a little while yet, because I can't afford to fire you just yet. We don't have a dog trainer, do we? Woof! Duke. Can't I rename him? No. I wanted to rename him. No weapons. Evening spits and pedals. That's great that he comes with a level up. Isn't that awesome? Maximum fatigue +3 on melee defense. I'm almost tempted to make him a shield expert with taunt. And then his job is to taunt guys away from Alex and Sibafed. Nah. He'll just bash heads in with a flail. Man, we needed that. We really needed that. A bit of luck finally. So bought for 250. Nice profit there. God, we're so close. Yeah, one more job and we'll have the money we need. How about Hellas Sid? Can we work for them? Yes, excellent. Oh, wait a second. I didn't notice. What was he disloyal? Yeah, that's fine. He's a replacement. Is that you, Jacob? JH. I hope so too. He's quite promising. I mean, even if my guys are named as replacements, I hope they have long and storied careers. How much are we talking about here? 790. Pay us more. I accept. Drive off brigands. Let's have a round of drinks. Aldo gets hammered. That's actually fine because his job is just to break shields, so his low melee skill is not a problem. The plus resolve is great though. Right. Dreadfort. Let's go. So I'm just going to keep these guys. I'm actually not going to fire anyone until we get to a point where we have great armor on the front line and we, you know, we have like 10, 20, 30,000 gold in reserve and we're not under any sort of pressure. Puts on women's clothing. But what are we up against here? A few marksmen, many raiders, and a leader. God, I wasn't ready to take on a leader, if I'm honest. How many marksmen? A few. That's only 2 then. Many raiders is scary, and we've got some low-level frontline boys. This is going to be tough. We're almost guaranteed to take some damage here. But it'll be worth it if we come out on top. Marksmen are the worst. They're the absolute worst. Look, it's only 37 days in, so I kind of have to hope that the marksmen there aren't going to be so terrifying. Here's an interesting thought. I could wait till these goblins hit, and then we can have a big 3-way fight between goblins and these raiders, but I think that's pushing my luck way too much. So, Alex Nesterov, your job is to keep that leader stun-locked. The problem is, though, that Morning Star is going to damage his armor. I should have kept a wooden stick. And we've only got 1 net to net the bandit leader. This is proper scary. But there's nothing for it. We just got to bite the bullet and do it. I mean, this is the kind of mission we were not doing last season, and I think we were too defensive for too long, and at the end of the day, it resulted in a bit of stifled development. So we've gotten lucky in that the marksmen only have these little short bows. Fighting at night was certainly an option, but I'm glad that I didn't take that option because it's paid off for us now. We've got a hunting bow, short bow, and a crossbow. Okay, so interestingly, they are putting shields up. I'm just going to put my archers up here on the high ground. Back line there, front line here. And I'm confident we'll win the archery battle. Let them use their fatigue, keeping their shields up. Anders is even hiding in a bush. Classic Anders. That Mead Jar Herman, his armor that he's wearing could be better, but that helmet is amazing, and it's a tier 3 mace. It just so happens we have a mace expert. So he may well put that mace to good effect. Great shot. Jab! Although I moved Jeb to the wrong square. Damn it. No, wait, I said I was going to put my backline there. Okay, I fucked that up. Whoops. Okay, Anders actually is in the wrong place. No card shields yet. It's still so early game that I literally just don't have any. Okay, so Alex Nesterov, I need you to just... You need to stick to me, Jar Herman, like glue. Wherever he goes, you go. It's your job to kill him. And then Fredo, you need to kill that raider, or those two. He's only wearing a round shield, which is good as well. So I can break his shield and keep him stun locked. I hope he doesn't come towards us. I'm going to put C up there. Cast this up here. You can't attack this turn, but what are you going to do? I think my archers already have bullseye, so that's going to help us hit their backline, guys. Yes, this is going to be a very, very tough, brutal fight, but if nothing else, if we manage to get his armor, it's worth it. It's worth losing like 6 of our brothers. Because look at it in an economic sense. He's wearing, like, his body armor is 3,000 gold. His head armor is 2.5. His weapon is another 3.5. That's like 8,000 gold worth of gear he's carrying. all of our guys together aren't worth 8,000 gold. Not their gear, but like how much it costs just to replace them. Remember, we're running a business here at the end of the day. That guy's effectively combat he's pretty much combat ineffective because he's got pierced arm muscles, which is minus 20%. If you get lucky, well, it's not actually not lucky. So if you manage to kill him without damaging his armor, I'm pretty sure it's 100% chance to get the armor. So from what I understand, the percentage of the armor's repair is the percentage chance you'll get it after the fight. I think. See, I don't want to take that shot because I don't want to damage the... I do have a net. I have a net on Leofric. Leofric, the bush hider. Some toothpicks being thrown at us. Those are unlikely to hit. It's legit unlucky if those hit you. I've only got the one net, unfortunately. This is great. The fact that they're just sitting there and using shield wall means they're spending their fatigue, just keeping their shields up. I'm not going to use shield wall because throwing weapons are super inaccurate, so they're unlikely to hit us. If I can get that armor, that's worth it alone. Diocane, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Camelot. Tis a silly place. If I can get that armor and that armor as well, that will just be like off the charts good result. It's very unlikely, but it's completely worth trying. Yes, keep raising your shields, you fools! Try to get taunt. I may well do so. But I think you have to make sure that your taunt has loads of fatigue, because I think taunt costs, what, 25 fatigue? I would like to put taunt on a sword specialist because he can taunt and then riposte, but then again, that's a 55 fatigue combo. No, it's sunt. I know what you mean. Sunt. Get sunt. Get sunt, nerd. Eskamunk, thank you for the follow. Get wrecked, nerd. So they might actually start... Yeah, we go. Moving into us now. Jacob. Swap positions with Fredo. How do we do that, though? Ow! You mother... Hold the line, boys. Here they come. Hold! So the plan is... let him move into the space. Net him. Break his shield. Alex... Nestorov moves in there. Keeps him stun locked. You guys go to your daggers. Dagger him up. The problem, though, is Elder is drunk, so his accuracy is useless. So I think I'm not going to be able to stun lock him. I'm going to have to use Alex to dagger him. But between Horst and Alex daggering him, and the fact that he's netted, and the fact that daggering him is going to wound him pretty quickly, I'm going to have to hope that the wounds that he gets limits his combat ability, so that he's not so dangerous. I'm actually going to move Fredo up here because the fact that I got lucky and hit this guy in the head means that can happen. So that's his armor. We've gained his armor. Bonus. Complete bonus. Now it's time to maintain the shield wall, though. He moves back. Interesting. Very interesting. You lucky bastard. The presence of these trees has made this very difficult. These guys still need to throw their throwing weapons, which actually gives us a chance to close in on them and murder them. And they're splitting up, which is not smart. That was unlikely to hit, but it was worth a try. Oh. Oh! Ah, say you legends. Has killed Brigand Marksman. Let's see, so... Marksman's head's got hit for 29 damage and has been destroyed. Hits Brigand Marksman. Doesn't say how much damage it did. But anyway, that was a one-shot headshot kill. Yeah, sorry, Spitz. What are you gonna do? Drunken replacement, dude. Could be worse. Yep, he's a shield expert. Gonna take a while to get through that shield. Yeah, that headshot was glorious. I know this is a bit horrible of me, but Elder doesn't have shield wall. So I expect Meadjar to go after Elder, which is fine. Because that allows Horst and Alex Nesterov to not have to use shield wall, so they can spend all their fatigue on stabbing him. Which is the best chance we're gonna have. Fuck you, dude. Those are 2 quick shots. I suppose that is the effect of Jeb not having anticipation yet. Things are getting quite tricky up here. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's why I was waiting for Horst and Alex. I was waiting for Elder to get his turn to break that shield. God, Anders, I need you to actually hold the line here. This is where things are going to get gruesome for us. I worry about Fredo very, very much. God damn it, Jeb, we needed that. You see? Okay, good. He didn't use shield wall. So now we attack. Fuck. Fredo's in trouble. He's got to maintain his shield wall. It's actually not worth trying to break that shield. It'll take too long. Oh, we needed that. He's using shield wall. 21%. Not worth. Just wait. The fact that we're having to fight the bandit leader first. Can you fuck off, mate? One more hit and Jeb dies. I've got to address that marksman. He keeps getting so lucky against Jeb. Yeah, we're getting fucked up here. Anders the proud. Anders the dead soon. Fuck's sake. Well, we knew this was going to be tough. I think I have to move Jeb. One more hit and he dies. We can't have that. It's actually reposting this piece of shit. I hate to say it, but our dog's going to die here, but I just have to release the dog. Just so that there's one other person on our team who they can target. There we go. How do you like it? Fucked up. 32%, 14, 43. It's the best chance we have. Jeb's just hiding now. Oh, Fredo, rip Fredo. Good kill though, Fredo. Aldo. Good work, lad. Now finally Alex and Horst can go to work. One stab did almost a third of his hit points. Damn, I was hoping for some better wounds there. Nice headshot. Don't you dare. Shield wall, no shield wall there. Oh God, Fredo. He's gonna bleed to death. Rip. Fuck off. Oh, one more. Pierced chest, pierced side. Ugh. So he's exhausted, so he can maybe attack once. No, he can still attack twice. Fucking bastard. Pierced hand. Now he's unlikely to do any damage, so that's good. And crucially, this archer has moved into the line of fire now. 36%. Fuck you. Good hit. So 10 for one turn, 10 for one. Oh, he's going to be left with 5 hit points. So one more hit and he dies. Oh no, he's still bleeding. Okay, he's going to bleed to death. Rip. Rip Fredo. Oh, and he gets shot by this fucking marksman is a beast. He's ruined us. Well, let's hope for brain damage. It's fast becoming our mantra. Hope for brain damage. Oh, Duke the dog. You bastard. I'm gonna go John Wick on your ass for that. Oh, Jesus, that was a one hit. Wait a second. Meet Jar Herman uses bash and misses Horst Sword Raider. What? It just said it. Oh, he struck down Aldo replacement. Okay, right. That's only a strike down. As always, let's hope for brain damage. God, three lads down. Game is hard, boys. Come on, Jeb. This is a gruesome slogfest. One more stab. Come on. I hate to say it, but the fact that we're going to get his armor and that mace, it's so worth it. Fatigued, exhausted, warmed up. I think, yeah, 37, 53, 51. I think he can take 1 rounds of hits. He can attack with his pike one more turn. Then if he gets hit once or twice, he can whip out. On the next turn, he can go to his shield and sword. Oh, damn it. So Duck Black. So Duck wrecked. 34. Nice. Jab. Well struck. Jab. Horsed. Would you be a gentleman and pop that guy's head open like a ripe watermelon? Nope. Let's see. 48%. 66. I actually want to stab that guy and get his armor. He's the last remaining guy. Yeah, we'll kill these 3 nerds and then we'll take his armor. Well struck, Jacob. This wild man we got is fitting in beautifully. Yeah, but he's only got 5 hit points left, but he's not under any threat, really. Ow. Yeah, that needs to be addressed. He's riposting. 56%. Worth a try. Oh god, that's Seberfed getting fucked up. Oh, that was a good hit. We needed that. The fact that it removed his confidence is huge. Also, his armor's only dented. There's a chance we might get it. It's not a great chance, but there's a chance nonetheless. Oh, come on. Boys. One more hit. He's dead. Look, to be fair, this was an absolute bastard of a mission. I mean, there was a bandit leader here, and there were like 8 bandit raiders. This is not an easy mission. The fact that we got through it at all is really great. Ow. No frick. Don't attack him, he's riposting. At least he's exhausted now, so. Okay, I actually shouldn't have done that, but it only damaged his head. His body armor is still untouched. I know, we're gonna run like hell away from those goblins, don't you worry. Ow! Ow! Jesus! Ugh. Mal's player, thanks for the follow. One of these shots is going to hit any second. So Jeb's actually out of crossbow bolts. I don't think I've ever had a crossbowman run out of bolts. 12 turns in. Oh, so close. This has been a gruesome slaughter. It's an absolute slog. Oh, this dude's going to die any second. Rogel, first aid yourself. And prepare for the surround and stab on that dude. Excellent. Shield wall, fine. Good God, finally. Jacob, save your fatigue. You're eventually going to have to break his shield. I expect this guy to flee very soon, so let's get into position to surround him. Rogel, once he flees, you can step in. Nice shot, nerd. Jeb, you too. He takes like one more hit, his morale's gonna break. We got him, boys. We got him. Don't you worry. There he goes. Get him, lads. Get him. Give him the old Julius Caesar. Bang. Oh, missed. You aren't going anywhere, sunshine. Oh! Doesn't that sound painful? Oh my word. So, Anders, collapsed lung. Brain damage on Fredo. And Elder just lost a missing nose, so not that bad. He's a replacement anyway. And Seb was a replacement anyway. So this sucks though. This was Anders the Proud was going to be a pretty damn decent sword raider, but partly collapsed lung means we've got to replace him. Downgrade him to a replacement. Now, here's the big thing. Tier 3 winged mace. Yeah, baby. 275 crowns. And a signet ring. 13 tools. Flat top with mail. Reinforced mail hauberk. More worn mail. Basic mail. 2 kite shields. And a dagger. Completely worth it. Completely worth it. Me Fredo, me stupid. But me strong. Mizuma, welcome back to the front line. I was never going to get rid of you. That's fake news. I don't know where you heard that. Never going to get rid of you, mate. So we're a bunch of walking wounded here. Now, who has the highest fatigue to wear reinforced mail? I think it needs to be Nesterov. Doesn't really have the fatigue for it. I feel like our wild man is the only guy with the fatigue to wear this stuff. Yeah, look at him. Even with that, he's got 75 fatigue. Whew. Yeah, who needs a nose? Well, actually, he can't smell farts. I don't know if that's a world I want to live in. I can't smell my own farts. Horsch the Sword Raider. Level 5. Holdout, Brawny. Do I just go take a Sword Mastery straight away? What other perk do I completely need here? I do need Quick Hands. I don't need Shield Block. It's only worth getting the Mastery once I actually have a big weapon for him, and I do need Quick Hands. Level 6 we'll take Underdog. 7 we take Battle Forged, then we probably take Sword Mastery, then Berserk, then Bags and Belts, which also helps with fatigue. And the better armor is slowly but surely starting to trickle its way down to the back lines. God, the boys are completely tagged up. This is, wow. Taking a lot of damage. 36 fatigue. Oh my word, Anders. Good point, Latrine Master. Well, Alex Nesterov, you've earned yourself a shiny new winged mace, and remind me to buy my wooden stick, which he is going to need. Okay. When we come back, we're going to have to dodge these goblins. I'll probably try to run them. I don't know, I might hook around here and try to lose them that way. But it's been a good old long episode. Let's take a break. And when we come back, let's return to Hellistead and get paid. That'll also make us sit above the 2,000 crowns. So things are looking up. Finally. Oh God, guys, it's 11:15. I don't know if I should do one more or not. I'm really tired. You know what? It's my inaugural night on streaming on YouTube. Let's do one more 45-minute episode. Okay, welcome back, the crows. We've got some goblins in our tails. Run away bravely, lads. Evening, Seb. You just missed an incredibly tough mission. Well, actually, you got fucked up, Seb. Where are you here? Did you die? Did you die? I think you just died. Yep, there you go. You were just gutted by a brigand raider. 18 days. Look, it's very dangerous being a mercenary, alright? These things happen. And we've just gotten above the payment threshold. Let's just camp and rest up a bit. Nice. Sorry, Seb. These things happen, baby. So, Jeb, go to your pike. Well, actually, let's have Lofric use the pike. Oh, good prices. Liquidate. Sell all the things that we don't need. Cash money. You don't vote for leaders? Why don't you become leader then? Okay, what are our next financial goals? I think we save up for reinforced male hauberks, and as soon as we can afford one, we buy a new one for the front line. And simultaneously, we'll be trying to fight as many bandit leaders as we can to get even more. So let's look at the backups. I think we leave just 2 sets of backup armor. So let's see, how many swords? 1, 2 swords, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one of the swords can go. These shields can go. That can go. Oh god, on this map 247 actually isn't that extortionate for tools. But unfortunately it looks like we are going to be tool starved almost this entire playthrough. Feels bad, man. Right, let's go to the doctors. We're on a quest to try to find tools where we don't get ripped off. Hornberg. Wait a second. Ore smelters, blast furnace. You need a city with a workshop. Workshop, okay. I think Adlerberg's our best bet to get not completely and horribly ripped off when we're buying tools. Awesome. Okay, we can now start doing patrol missions for houses. House affiliated missions. Even if we get a 1 skull house affiliated mission that's fight greenskins, I don't think we're ready to do that yet. We still got to be very selective, but at least now our income should start increasing. Being able to do work for the noble houses is one of the first real, bumps in your earning capacity. So I know I spent a lot there, but this is the cheapest tools we've seen almost the entire campaign, so I'm just stocking up. $357 for a basic mail shirt is not bad. But I've got mail all up front, so it's not worth spending. Get some more bandages in. We just need some time to recover. I'm not even going to look at who's available for hiring, because then I'm just going to get tempted to try hire them. This is encouraging, so the prices here are not bad. I mean, less than 1,500 for male hauberks, that's pretty damn good. Maybe what I do is, if we're prioritizing armor, we buy male hauberks, which are going to go on the back line anyway. Well, at least on the sergeant and the banner boy. I'll need at least 2 sets. Let's camp it up and just heal, frankly. How are we doing wounds-wise, boys? Fredo is almost in fighting shape. Elder is still hurting, as is Anders. This ambition is going to proc any second. There you go. Catch the eye of the noble houses, which is going to get procced immediately. But you know what? I'm worried that if I take this is one of those threshold ambitions that once you take it, you then might not be able to take these lesser ones. So I shall name a sergeant. This will proc instantly, or pretty much instantly, and then the same should happen for Catch the Eye of the Noble Houses. Awesome. So Sergeant Jeb has 82 resolve, and Banner Boy Rogel has 68. It's kind of worth making it maybe the other way around. Maybe Jeb should be Banner Boy because his melee skill isn't going to be that great, and then Sergeant Rogel will benefit from the extra. I think we swap it around. I mean, even if Jeb's a banner boy, he's primarily going to be using a heavy crossbow. It's an interesting question, Dwarf and Blues. I don't know. We shall have to find out. Or you could be a good viewer and test it for me. Who am I kidding? God, Elder. See, you're lucky you got that little nose guard making sure no one can see that. You just got a big hole there. Okay, any second we'll get the next ambition. I order you to be quiet! Well, who do you think you are then? I'm your king. Oh, I didn't vote for you. Vote for kings. I kind of want to stay here. I really want to do this job. Oh, the lad's still injured. No, we're all good to go. Let's do some exploring until we get that ambition, and then we can go back there. Because very soon we're going to be doing patrol missions, and I'm going to want to know where all of the ruins are, so we can just bounce between the ruins and hope to run into patrols. Best case scenario, we find a bunch of ruins with zombies. There's nothing better than getting a patrol mission. Lots of legionaries, scary. Like, say for example, you get a patrol mission, you know, get 25 heads, and you run straight into a patrol of 25 zombies. It's an easy fight. It gets you the heads in one battle. It gets you loads of experience. What the hell? While taking inventory last night, Elder had a little too much to drink. Okay. If you won't put down the drink, I'll force him. Get the whip. No longer a drunkard. Like, I know you guys are upset, but tough shit. You can't have him being a drunkard. Let's catch the eye of the noble houses. Do you plan to go early unique item hunt? No. We might get lucky and get ourselves a fair amount of... Well, look, we're going to be hunting bandit leaders, and occasionally when you fight a bandit hideout that has a leader, you might get a unique item. I personally don't think it's worth exposing yourself to the danger unless you know you're in good enough position to be able to go after a unique item. The point is the unique items aren't that great. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. 3 skull, green skins, sorry. Too risky. Oh, bloody hell. I think Anders is actually part of the squad. There you go, Anders the Proud. You're a quick, bright tailor, but you've already got a partly collapsed lung. So yeah, not looking good. But I need my finances to stabilize before I can afford to replace him. He'll just have to make do. Okay, anything. We'll do anything. Delivery. How much are we talking about? Krachtal. Let's see if I can actually go there without getting attacked on sight. You know what? That's too far for 500 gold. I don't think that's worth it. Now that I can get patrol missions, let's try get them. If one of my drunkards loses a unique mace, I'm gonna flog the shit out of him. My god, can you imagine if you get like a unique two-handed weapon and one of your guys just gets hammered and loses it? I'd be fucking furious. We can't do that yet. Fight another mercenary company. Maybe. If we can run into one of the small mercenary bands that are like 5 or 7 of them, we can probably take one down. Goblins in large numbers. What do you say, lads? I think we take on mercenaries. So we've got to keep our eyes open for other mercenary bands. The guys down south are pretty pissed, so it might be worth hanging around the south. Because if we run into a mercenary band that's small and we can fight them and they're hired by some guys down the south, then we might as well attack them, because down south they hate us there anyway. 3 skulls, brigands, too much for us. What I would love to get is a 3 skull delivery mission. They're extremely rare. Oh, come on, I'm running out of money. And food. We've gotten very tough missions there, which I suppose is understandable now that we're at professional renown, but those missions would have been a real challenge, for God's sake. Oh. I think we have enough food to make it there. Probably not. We can have some hungry boys. I don't think we have any gluttons in our party who will leave us because they're hungry. Well, trying not to lose your temper, just how many low-hanging branches are catching you in the face. See Archer hurries to your side and says Jacob the wild man has run off. You turn around to see the rest of the men looking as confused as you are, holding your fist up quietly to quiet the company. The forest returns your order of silence with muted chirps of distant birds and the buzz of a bee or wasp somewhere unseen. Shaking your head, you decide to continue the march. A few hours later, the wild man jumps out of a bush you were about to cleave with a machete. He's got an armful of random items in hand. Where he got these things, you've no idea, but you have the men sift through the findings. Jacob returns to rank as though nothing happened at all. You glance at the man and catch him staring at a butterfly at his finger. When you glance at him again, the butterfly is gone and the man is swallowing something. See Archer gives you a report on what he brought. Strange mushrooms. Sweet. I'm going to hang on to these mushrooms because once we start to get two-handed weapons, those mushrooms could come in handy. Let's not argue and bicker about who killed who. Sweet, we've got some missions we can do, finally. Feed the boys some gruel. We need 84 gold though. Give us some work, we'll do anything. Local brigands, how much? 630, more please. Fine. Overgrown hideout, brigands, it's only a hut, so it shouldn't be that bad. Hopefully a couple of raiders. Some marksmen, some raiders. That's actually pretty terrifying. So what we will do is, we will fight them at night. Okay, who actually has enough fatigue for these kite shields? 67 fatigue, 50, 81, 57, 36. No one really. And it's kind of not worth giving only one person up front a kite shield, because the enemy will just target whichever person on the front line has the lowest ranged value, like Elder. 13 is fucking horrible though. He doesn't have the fatigue to justify wearing the kite shield. We don't have any nets. We should see if we can go to some coastal towns and go buy some fishing nets if we are going to be doing these kind of fights. We're going to need them. Let's make sure that, sorry, the weapons. Sword, axe, mace, swords, flail. I think that's probably the right loadout for us. Whoopsie. Wait till it gets dark. That's a lot more tougher than I thought for a one skull mission. Yeah, we are in no position to fight the Lindwurm. I'll just have to ask you guys, height advantage, nice. And another hunting bow, which I really are. There's some nice loot here. This could be good for us. There's 2 tier 2 crossbows, which is terrifying. How do we do this? I think we put Mazuma there. And Fredo there. He can pop that guy's head open. I don't know where... Actually, no. You know what? Mazuma goes there. Let's draw the front line here. And the back line there. So, Fredo goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It unfortunately means our back line is at height disadvantage, but... what are you gonna do? This is proper scary though. Oh yeah, I fucking hate crossbows. Crossbows equals injuries. Never have truer words been spoken. But on the plus side, I'm seeing Horst is left. Maybe Horst and Anders. But how many? I've got Alex and Jacob to tie up these boys, which means that Anders and Horst can just sprint at the archers. Yeah, look, I've even got Elder there as well. I think we do that, you know. Get him, Horst. God, I can barely stand to watch when these crossbowmen get to go. At least there's the minus 30% range skill, but these marksmen, oh, still so fucking scary. God. This guy is scary, and that guy is scary. You mother... Oh, I hate crossbowmen! Jesus Christ, that was 29 hit point damage. If he takes another one of those crossbow shots, he's dead. That's clutch that missed. You know what, can you poke this guy maybe, and then we can move forward here? Nope, no poke. Anders. Hide behind a bush. No, I gotta pull Anders back. If he takes another crossbow bolt, he's dead. Yeah, I fucking hate crossbowmen so much. I'm maybe moving C forward here. Griff, thanks for the sub. I wonder if it isn't maybe worth spending a couple of turns letting C get to flanking and height advantage on these guys and then raining death down upon them. Or taking a turn or two to go here and then Actually, that's a better option. I keep waiting here because Jacob's going to break this guy's shield, so Mizuma can smash him, and then Alex is going to stun lock this guy. Elder, you can actually try to run down these guys. Oh, Jesus, whoopsie. That was a bit of luck. We needed that. No stun, fuck's sakes. That is why you have to have at least 2 flails. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, you bum. You fucking bum. Nice headshot, Mizuma. Loving your work, my man. Loving your work. Actually get Jeb up there and he can stab from height advantage. X in 9 turns. You just have to... Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's so scary. As long as the crossbowmen are moving, they're not shooting. Hashtag obvious comments. Anders, be careful, my man. Ouchie. See, this is also why... Wait a second, Anders, is that Gray's kidney taken effect already? It has. No, he's got holdout. It will take effect only after combat ends. Okay, well look, so think about this though. Even without the minus 50 hit points, he's got 27 hit points left. If it wasn't for holdout, that would be taking effect now, and he'd be sitting on like 13 hit points. Okay, C is at least in position to start raining death down now on the next turn. You mother... Fucking goddammit. Jesus, these guys are tough. Yeah, that's pretty important, but this guy's still a concern. This is all just giving us height advantage. Well struck, Nestorov. Don't you shoot! Ow! That's an issue. This guy's gonna shoot at Elder. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Never actually tried Taunt. I think this is the playthrough to try it. What I don't like about Taunt is that, look, the thing is, so if you taunt someone, you're just controlling where the damage goes. You're still overall taking that damage. And it has a very high fatigue cost, using taunt that is. I'll try it on one guy, but I'm generally not really convinced by it. Yes, that sword is going to be great for us. I actually need more guys to help take care of their archers. Okay, Horst. Fucking flail that nerd to death. Please miss, I beg you. Anders is only any good for surrounding and stabbing someone at this point. If someone has had their morale ooh, that wasn't smart. That guy could hit him. Miss, miss. God damn it. Who was that? That was one of my archers. You motherfucker. God damn it. Marksman! Ah! I hate him. "74% and he misses. That was the best shot we had all game. Good God, I fucking hate crossbowmen. Like a crossbow and a dagger is a lethal combo. Because they just ignore all your armor. And now Horst keeps missing the... I'm telling you, this marksman is going to kill him. 2 more dagger stabs and he's just straight up dead. Fucking marksman. I hate them so much. At least they're fleeing now. You piece of shit. You fucking... I want that crossbow though. Oh, I hate him. Get wrecked, you fucking asshole bastard. Zoomer, you need to go hide in the bush. 1 more hit and you're dead. Run at them, boys. Horse, do you have a weapon that gives you plus attack? You do not. Finally you hit this frickin' bastard. My axe fighters are just terrible. They can't hit anything. That would have killed Anders if that hit him. Yes, come on, like I know it can be incredibly frustrating, but it's just all about making the right decisions every turn and minimizing risk. Which sounds simple in theory, but I'm pretty bad at that. My biggest failing is getting overconfident. But like with this and with XCOM, it's doable. It's very doable. You just got to manage risk. Oh, I forgot that guy was there. Would you stop with the stabbing? Yeah, that crossbow sound terrifies me. Oh, what a brutal... This was a 1 skull. This was a 1 skull. Can you believe that? But to be fair, we do have some low-level guys. And we don't have great armor yet. So comparatively, we aren't really that strong. We're in that phase now where there's going to be a bunch of these really tough fights. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, Jesus Christ. If I'd known he had a dagger, I wouldn't have closed in on him. Ah. Woo. Oh, we lost one of our archers. Damn. Well, having lost the archers, that's nice. That's nice. That kind of means that I have to spend my next bit of money getting archers. And I mean, we're actually at that phase now where I want dedicated archers. So every 1,000 gold that we can spare is going to go towards a hunter, hiring a hunter. So I've got to find a city that has a hunter's cabin and hire hunters. But it's always fucking +1, I swear to God. Oh, frick the Mace Master. Nice, +4. Look at these rolls, that's amazing. Rogel, the banner boy. Pole arm mastery isn't really worth it yet because it doesn't give you anything for the battle standard. kind of thinking I'd take footwork on him because I'm going to need that anyway. Oh no, no, that was wrong. Ah, damn it. Can't I undo that? I'm supposed to be taking rotation on my banner boy and sergeant and help out guys in front. Shit. Well, okay, I guess we're taking rotation and footwork on my banner boy and my sergeant. I'm going to have to compromise on something else then. Yeah. Sucks. No, I wouldn't do that. That sounds like safes coming. Which I don't do. I accept the consequences of my shitty play. Right, so which of you guys up front has quick hands? Borscht. And you're a sword raider. Perfect. Bam. Our first sword raider. Nice. Ironically, it's our dumbass who is the highest level. He just survived. At level 4, you take Brawny. It's not going to do much for you, is it? But you mean you need to take it anyway. 4 extra fatigue. Whoop-de fucking do. I kind of feel like I want to change these sword users to flail users, but they don't have the fatigue to be able to do so. Yeah, agreed. It is looking up. +3 on the sword raider. Very nice. That's very nice. That's okay. And we're starting to get daggers to replace all these butter knives. Oh, yeah. So the thing is, I mean, if you've seen some of my XCOM playthroughs, I think this previous season of XCOM was a great one because, like, it tells you a lot about how XCOM Legend difficulty plays out. So, admittedly, I didn't play the best. I made a lot of silly mistakes. But the thing is, we were constantly suffering setbacks early on. And then those setbacks kept having knock-on effects, which ultimately made that campaign unwinnable. Now, this next campaign that I've got, which I'm going to carry on tomorrow, it's going so much better. And, like, you have Gatecrasher, which last season I lost one guy. This season I didn't lose anyone. Last season, episode 2, right off, your second mission, that is, right off the Gatecrasher, needs to be not one of the time-sensitive missions because, like, in the previous season, I got a hack the workstation mission. And if you remember, you have 7 turns right from the start. You have to cross the entire fucking map. It's impossible. You've only got 4 soldiers. And, like, on turn 2, the game dropped in a reinforcement pod, which had an officer and two stun lancers, which is a 7 and 2 8 hit point enemies, which is 16 plus 7 is 25 hit points. My 4 soldiers can't even do 25 damage in a single turn. So then we failed that second mission, which meant we didn't get the engineer, which put our economy down, which just kept on having knock-on effects. And then we had that one mission where we had the assassin run out of stealth and crit 4 soldiers 4 turns in a row. Yeah. It just felt like a lot of really bad shit happened that was outside of my control, or largely outside of my control. It was brutal. Yeah, and I mean, I'm very pleased with how the current campaign is going. Unless anything really horrible happens, I feel confident that we can potentially go all the way. Right, so we've only got 1,000 gold. I need another body on the field. That is a hunt down what's terrorizing mission, which we can't quite do just yet. I'm looking for hunters' cabins, because that's going to be where we can actually find hunters. trapper. No, almost. I think there was a hunter's cabin down south. Trying to build the lab is a high-risk, high-reward strategy, which I've tried in the past and it's paid off in the past. But I have also had situations where I've rushed a lab, so I'm very high-tech, but the campaign is still going badly and I'm still getting my ass kicked, so I don't have the money to leverage the technology that I'm getting. Okay, so we have to go all the way down to Krachtal for a hunter's cabin. I still reckon GTS into Evening Augustin, GTS into the coordinate the what's it, stealth missions thing into infirmary should be your first 3 buildings. I went and did that training facility straight up and it's not been worth it at all. Anyway, so we clearly can't hire ourselves a hunter. That's it's actually a good point. Higher chance of breakthroughs. But isn't the chance of getting breakthroughs completely random? What are the mechanics behind whether you get a breakthrough or not? I'm asking because I legit don't know. That's a great price. Okay, let's liquidate everything we're not desperately needing. I need all this stuff, unfortunately. I could, but I've just got too many games to play, I'm afraid. And also, I didn't finish the first South Park game, which I need to do. I'm completely sure it's hilarious. I feel like I've got enough games currently on board. I'm not going to take up any more. I want to play Thea to completion. Battle Brothers will be an ongoing campaign. The XCOM campaign will finish in a month or 2. And I've got Darkest Dungeon. I've got 4 playthroughs going at once. I can't do any more. The Thea one is the most likely, and I'm going to do an Oxygen Not Included one. I've seen a bit of Bomber Crew. Doesn't look like my jam at all. So I've got 5 games on the go. I have to finish at least one of those before I can take one more on. And I'm supposed to be playing Paragon as well. Look, don't get me wrong, I would love to play all those games. And I loved FTL as well. FTL was bloody great. Grave Robber, interesting choice. Squire. No, but there's a brawler available. Like, I would take the Squire, but 21 per day is going to really hurt our daily rate. Well, Duck Yours, tomorrow night we will do some... Okay, oh look, nice. 2 stars in melee skill. Disloyal sucks. Spartan is fine. Fatigue is nice. Okay, so he can be a non-replacement sword raider. But what I'm saying is we'll do a bit of XCOM tomorrow, which is Friday night. Friday the 20th. And then we'll do a bit of Paragon after that. Who's next? Bastard Face. Welcome, Bastard Face. You bastard. What the hell? You may as well... You know, what the hell? Let's get some crossbows in here. I mean, 43 accuracy is not great. But I mean, they may as well use the ranged weapons until the enemies close in. And then they can switch to... Yeah, to the melee weapon. I mean, I'm looking at the resolve of the guys around my banner boy, and they're above 40, so you don't particularly need it. 40, 49, 50, 40. Yeah, Disloyal is great if it's on a replacement. Because, you know, I wouldn't want him to be on the front line anyways. Right, we need a temple. The lads are hurting. I need to repair some stuff here. I need another flail on the field. I need at least 2. Right, so there's no work for us here. We need a city with a temple. God, this map sucks. Where's the effing temple? Hornburg, all the way across the bleeding map. Unbelievable. Well, actually, wait, there was a job there. Potentially it's a delivery mission, which we could do. Oh no, there's no mission there. Fuck my life. Not yet, Bantha. To be honest, we're actually in pretty rough shape. What is that? Look, is that like a bug? Look at the... Looks like there's little lights on those rocks. That's pretty cool. Okay, so there is a fight whatever's haunting mission, but we aren't in any shape to do it, actually. I have to get to Hornborg and treat these wounds. God, we're out of medical supplies. That was interesting. Okay, please no spoilerino. I want to find one on my own terms. 229 is the cheapest we're going to get for medical supplies. Come on, give us a patrol. Perfect. How much are we talking? 50 per head for 35. Beautiful. I accept. I accept. Okay, so I tell you what, we'll let these wounds heal naturally on the road. How long is that going to take? Because I can't afford to spend the money now. I need the money for salary while we're out there doing 2 to 6 days. Let's hit Vistat. When I have these patrols, I immediately go to the first 2 cities. Then I run around looking for patrols. Just wondering if I can sell more of this stuff. $320 for those furs. I don't think I can turn a profit for that at Hornburg. So what I need is a patrol of zombies. We might find one there. God, we are so poor. This is the first big mission that's hopefully going to turn things around for us. I only got 2 days worth of food. Three days, 4 days. Oh god. Look, you stupid bastard, I've cut your arm off. No, you haven't. Yes, I have. Look. It's just a flesh wound. And I love when he goes, "You're indeed brave, Sir Knight, but the fight is mine. The Black Knight always triumphs. I'm invincible." You're a loony. It never gets old. So the chances we can actually do the lair of the outcast are about 0. That's far too much for us right now. But please show me a big skeletal footprint. Big as possible. Yeah, that is way too much for us. Particularly consider we are wounded. So we haven't actually done very much in the way of exploration. We could actually go do Red Moon Den. That's probably going to have another bandit leader in it. Level 3, 5, 4, 5, 2, 3, and 5. I think we go do Red Moon Den. That goes you nuts, dude. That necromancer is bad enough, but the fact that we're going to deal with those two geists. If I had spears for everyone up front, then maybe, but I've only got 2 spears. I've had to sell so many spears. And you know what? You know, it's nice that I've got all these ranged weapons, but we don't have enough ammo. Wow, look at that. Many footmen is 500, some billmen. That is a serious group. 35 heads. We probably only get about half of that from fighting here. But that's a... no, I can't. That's a fight in a... oh, God. Puke. Fighting in a forest is a nightmare. Okay, I need 2 more days. I think we're going to have to run into this ruin and just see what's in there. Later, Rayleigh. Jeb, Sergeant, carries a brand of courage, 1 part fearless, 1 part craziness. His urgency to throw himself against his enemies is inspirational, if no doubt foolish to a mind of reason and rationality. But this is the Crows, a band of men who are drawn to the simple life of sword and coin. Jeb, Sergeant's indomitable nature in the struggle to kill or be killed has rubbed off on a few of the sellswords. Sweet. This would be a mad world if all men were like him. Well, Jeb. Oh, it's because he's determined and fearless. It's his fearless that proc that. So I think what we do is, look, we have a falcon. So we just run to every single ruin, release the falcon to see what we're dealing with, and then decide if we're going to fight or not. We've got 5 days to complete this. We need to find ruins. I think trying to fight against bandits in a forest is too much for us. I'm worried though. This needs to go well. We're running out of money. Okay, it's been a good long mission. So when we come back, we'll be diving headlong into ruins of Borgen, and hopefully whatever's in there is something that we can take on. We'll see. Okay, stream. That's it for me for tonight. Thanks very much for watching. Come hang out tomorrow night. We're going to be doing probably 2 hours of XCOM and then 2 hours of Paragon. I hope you'll join me. Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon is going to be Oxygen not included, and then we'll do more Battle Brothers and Paragon on Sunday night. Did I just save? I did. Cool. Thanks for watching, and a big thank you for you guys hanging out on YouTube. I'm going to make sure I always stream on both platforms. So thanks very much for supporting and coming to hang out. See you guys tomorrow night.